guys, we just arrived in Levanto and this is our room. Look how pretty. It's in pistachio color, Moritz's favorite color and flavor and ice cream. And so we're staying here to see the famous Cinque Terre the coming days. And we already love the room, but watch this, guys. This is the best part. Wow, look at that view. Right on the hills. Some pretty buildings, and look at that pretty tower. Can't go up there, it's private property apparently, but yeah, it's amazing. And we're close to some nice restaurants, pizzerias, so we're excited. A little swirl from the room. There's Moritz. And maybe a little quick sneak peek of the bathroom. Wait. So yeah, small but everything you need. Morning.
Hey guys.
So it's our first day in the Cinque Terre area. We already had a lovely evening yesterday in Levanto city itself. We went on a beautiful dinner.
Yeah, indeed. So we arrived yesterday and we had just like a quick look into the city. We're walking around in the yeah, how do you say, in the inner part,
yeah,
which is very small.
But super lively.
Cute.
Yeah. It was a Sunday, so a lot was going on. There was a cute market with all like handmade stuff, especially for the ladies. Yeah. Super nice.
And right now, actually, we're on the hike already. The hike from Levanto to Monterosso, and you can see in the background like the beautiful view onto the city and the bay area there. So yeah, that's where we are right now.
We just took off. Yeah. First it was like a little climb, now it's getting a bit more even.
The start gets like really like powerful and like joof up the stairs. It's like a little bit more demanding, and now it's like just like steadily going up. The way is actually quite easy to do so far. We've seen online that there might be some parts with like really big rubble and some more like rock kinds that you have to climb.
They said a bit more challenging, and you have to watch your step.
Indeed.
But it seems overall okay, yeah.
So far it looks, yeah, it's very pretty. Already, like after half an hour, already super pretty.
Yeah.
Should take us like around 3 hours in total. Roundabout, but we might take like a little bit more because we love to take pictures and videos of everything.
Yeah.
So.
But we started early. The sun is not fully up yet. I think we started a little after 7, so to beat the heat a bit, beat the crowds hopefully. So
actually, we did get up very, very early for our standards. It was like 5:30 that the alarm rang, so
it was super painful.
But it was worth it so far to get out really early because it's still cool. And this part really heated us up. I can't imagine doing this in the midday heat.
Yeah.
Such a cute way.
So we're on the way. We're figuring the route a bit out. Moritz is figuring the route a bit out while I'm catching a breath. But just wanted to say we already passed such beautiful properties. So in the mountains you also have several bed and breakfasts. We do wonder how you get here. I don't think if you're like us with a car, it's easily to reach. You'll have to hike, maybe with a backpack. But yeah, some beautiful, creative, interesting properties around here.
It really smells amazing here. Like all these gardens have some kind of herbs. There's like some trees. Man, such good smells here. And my god, what a view.
Oh, so nice.
These Mediterranean trees. I love them.
Are these olives? Or something? Do you think so?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but it'll kind of look like it.
Yeah.
There's olive tree. I wasn't an expert in these things. Cactus. Rosemary.
So beautiful, just like
Dill.
the yard.
So pretty here.
We're halfway now, I guess. Moritz, tell me please, you're halfway.
Yeah, we're like halfway through our hike to Monterosso. Now should be like almost coming up a viewpoint, which we should have like a perfect view over the whole bay area and see some of the villages, or just like very far away at least. And yeah, there's like quite some hikers who go that way as well right now.
Yeah, we had some bypassers, and we see the sun around the corner because we were blessed with shadow all the way so
indeed.
far.
We didn't need sunscreen at all because we were completely in the shadow the whole time right now. But yeah, so far it's been quite a little bit of a demanding hike, but altogether not too difficult, just some like bigger rocks, and that was it.
Yeah. So we're heading for the first village. There are 5, Cinque Terre, which means 5 villages, I guess. And the first one is called Monterosso. It's the biggest one, I heard, and it's the one that actually also has a beach, so people go there for some sunbathing. Maybe you've seen these images with the like colorful umbrellas. That's what it's known for. So we actually heard it's possible to do the 5 villages in one day, or at least 4. A lot of people skip Corniglia, which is in the middle.
The middle one. Also,
Yeah.
you said there's like not a train station, or is it like not hard? It's hard to.
No, it doesn't have a harbor, so
it doesn't have a
you
harbor.
can't get there by the water, because you can also go to the
Right.
villages
But
by
with a
boat.
train you can.
Yeah. But it's a very steep village, so it's quite a hike down. There is a bus apparently. Yeah, but
That's why many people do the hike from the second one
Yeah.
to that one.
indeed, we don't know yet if we're gonna do that one. But yeah, if you want to see all the villages in one day, I don't think you can really do the hiking parts.
If anything, you can do one of the smaller ones. So between the Monterosso and
Vernazza, yeah.
that one and the one after that, like those two are part of the blue line. You can definitely do. It's like 1.5 hours. It says online per hike. And then the train, you just take it and you kind of rush through it, I guess.
Yeah.
And you just spend the most time on the one that you like the most, or you want to see the most,
Yeah.
which would be
Yeah,
fifth one.
Manarola is the most popular one, and then
With all the
Riomaggiore.
pictures, yeah.
But so yeah, the train, it takes like 5 minutes between each village, so you
Super
can
fast.
easily get to.
The distance is not that high here. Like it's not that far. It's just because it's like a mountainous area, so that's why it takes a while to hike through it. But actually, in distance, like air distance, it's not really that far. Everything here, they're very close together, the villages.
So yeah, it's easy with the train.
So yesterday we arrived in the afternoon here. It took us like 3 hours.
Yeah, from
actually,
Bologna,
Actually,
yeah.
3 hours from Bologna to here. Was actually quite an okay ride. Of course, it gets like really mountainous, and then
At the end,
and then
yeah.
the end you have to drive one of those like serpentine roads, which go like in curves all the time, which is normal for a coastal city, of course. So, but
yeah, beautiful drive, very scenic.
like our stay is really a very cute one. It just opened. The guys said 2020 they wanted to open because of
but we
COVID. It
all
didn't work
know-
out.
yeah.
So it's super new. It looks very, very clean. Everything is like in there. You have AC, which is super important for me. And the best thing is the view.
We have such a nice view out of one window, and the room is really spacious.
Yeah. Also, he gave us like a little bit, like a few things for breakfast there as
Yeah.
well. Even though we didn't order any breakfast, but he put a few like small things
It was
there.
super sweet. Yeah, he left some sweets and all that, and he said they will replenish it every day. So yeah, really nice gesture. We are really in love already with our stay. and
It's called
recommend.
Amar, by the way.
Amar, yes.
in Levanto.
It's super central located,
Yeah.
but in a side street, so we didn't have any noise, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, parking spot is also included. He gives you a card and you can park right next to the central station, train
Yeah.
station, which has a lot of free parking. You could find there easily something.
Yeah, the card makes it for free, because
Indeed.
otherwise it's, was it 24 a day?
24 a day.
That's quite something.
So that's included. And yeah,
I'd rather eat that, thank you.
okay, we'll be on our hike now again.
Yeah, see you later.